he was a very rudimentary guy. We know him. And he really just feels attacked by everything. And really what he's turned himself into is Tokyo Rose. I mean, he in his mind, he thinks he's reaching out to this North Korean fatso. Rodman, who's basically ignored in this country, is feeling like, oh my God, these people love me. And Dennis wants love more than anything.
How could that be bad?
Right. So it's just coming off horribly. But then, and then he insists on going on the news, Dennis.
Or holding press conferences.
Yeah.
This always goes badly.
Oh my God. He holds a press conference, and then he has these basketball players behind him, and they look like they're embarrassed by Dennis Rodman. I think what happened for them is, I am sure Dennis needed a team to go over to North Korea because this Kim Jong-un kid, even a more bizarre move, is into basketball players and basketball for some reason. And so he said, bring over a team. So they must have paid these guys a fortune. And I'm sure that these basketball players aren't any more thought out than Hillary Swank.
They need a payday or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like Hillary Swank went over and met with a dictator somewhere. She doesn't know. They're just wanting a payday. And now all of a sudden they realize they're in a fucking nightmare. So first Rodman's on Sky News. And he's handling himself okay, but I guess as the day wore on, he got more and more emotional.
The reason why you won't talk to Kim Jong-un about his prison camps?
The only thing we're doing right now, as you can see right now, is all the NBA players here going for that game right now. And that's the one thing I'm trying to do right now.
It's like if you went to Germany with Hitler and said, yeah, we're going to go out and play some games and ignore everything that's going on over there.
But why would you hear about death camps?
Right.
We're just playing basketball.
Yeah, we're here for a game. Everybody fucking calm down.
Actually bring up the prison camp issue and his human rights issue.
That's not my job. That's not my job.
But it is, in a sense, your job, because you're the only American with access to him.
Well, the only thing I'm doing right now, hopefully we do one thing. This game before his birthday. It's for his birthday. And hoping that if this opens the doors and we can actually talk about certain things, we can do certain things, but...
Yeah, remember like when the Chinese came over and played ping pong and it was like considered opening the doors? I think Rodman thinks he's opening the doors.
I don't sit there and go and say, hey, guy, you're doing the wrong thing. It's not the right thing to do. He's my friend first. He's my friend. Now, I'm the world. He's my friend. I love him.
Are you aware of the 200,000 people locked up in North Korean prison camps?
Are you aware that a lot of people in America is locked up like that too?
We're not talking about America, though. We're talking about North Korea.
Guess what? It's the same thing in 1984, right? 1984 in Russia. They tried to nuke us in Russia, right? And guess who went over and stopped it? Carter. Guess what? In 1993, who did it? It was what? Clinton. I'm not a president. I'm just a guy that just want to go over to
He just compared himself to the presidents and then goes, I'm not a president.
And then says, but I'm not a president.
So then what are you doing? Get the fuck out of there. Stop trying to humanize a monster. Anyway, so he was doing okay with this guy from Sky News. He was almost he was almost articulate, but then he went on with Chris Cuomo on CNN and he fucking melted down. He couldn't take it anymore. He cracked. And you could see the basketball players behind him like just going, oh shit, we fucked up. We hooked it with Rodman in this trip to North Korea.
First question to you. How could you not know that this would be a bad deal, though?
Nah.
First question to you, Dennis. I see you got the team assembled there behind you. You got the basketball game coming up. Tell me, given the situation in the country where you are right now, why do you believe this is a good idea?
Oh, you goodness. It's not a good idea, the one thing that we're doing. It's a great idea for the world. For the world.
He started out already. He was calm.
Right.
I mean, you couldn't really understand him, but he was calm.
And people always climb down the things I do. And it's weird. It's like, wow, really? You know, but you might enjoy it.
I think he's speaking Korean. I think he's been over there so long, he's actually learned Korean.
He's handsy with a skill.
I think Kim Jong-un is also a fan of Tan Mom. I think he's thinking of dumping Dennis for Tan Mom.
Can you imagine the two of them there together?
Let me tell you something, honey. I don't know anything about death camps. I like to tan. He likes to tan. And that's it. Okay? And he's my friend.
You get the LeBron and stuff like this. He can do all the cool things in the world.
Dennis, you have a harder time talking English than him.
Right, I don't know what he's driving at here.
In the war. We got to get him back in here. Now he's making news and we can't get him in here.
Of course, now, you know how it is. When everybody's talking to people, we don't get them.
Yeah, why didn't he say, Howard's always there for me. I'll call into him.
So why North Korea? Why? I love my friend. This is my friend. And I brought Charles.
Let me have a friend.
Vin Baker, Christie, all these guys here. Cliff Robertson. All these guys here. Dude. And they are the last source of virus that actually say, hey, yes, we will go.
They're the last source of virus?
No, sole survivor.
Oh, I thought you said they're the last source of virus.
Would have made as much sense.
I've had a lot of guys poured out. I've
had a lot of guys pork out?
No, pull out.
Okay, thank God. I'll describe what I hear, and you tell me what he's saying. What are they the sole survivors of?
These guys stayed when everybody else pulled out. Apparently a lot of guys saw this as bad news before they got to this point, and they pulled out.
You mean guys with brains?
These guys didn't pull out.
Yeah. This is the biggest group of dummies he could find.
Put out on me and say, hey, let me.
That's a lineup of the most desperate guys in the world. They're willing to overlook Kim Jong-un's horrible, despicable castration of his own people and the subjugation of how many people live in North Korea?
I don't even know, but it's millions.
Millions.
Sure.
He's Hitler, he's Gaddafi, he's every horrible person we've ever had on this planet.
But Dennis, when you bring...
For some reason, Dennis kept harping on Kim Jong's... it's his birthday and he's only 30 or something, which excuses everything.
Come into this place and you call this ruler your friend when he's executing his uncle and he's holding an American hostage. He is not a friend to the Bay family. He is not a friend to your country. And you have to understand that, Dennis. You can't pretend like you don't get why people are upset about your friend, Kim Jong-un. Do you get why they're upset?
Well, I'm asking one thing. Guys. Man, it's amazing that, that you're saying this right now. You're saying 10 guys here, 9 guys here. They believe what I'm doing.
Some of them look like they wanted to back out.
They don't believe it.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Doug Christie. Everyone knows Vin Baker. Everyone knows Charles Slip. Everyone knows everyone here. And it's amazing how we strive on negativity.
We strive on negativity?
I think he was trying to go for we thrive.
Oh, thrive, okay.
Negativity.
All right. Okay, that can happen. I've strived on negativity sometimes.
And also, what this guy, this leader. Sorry.
What is that? Is he vomiting or is he crying? Is that crying or?
I don't know if he's breaking down and crying or what.
Do anyone notice?
Do anyone notice?
This guy's only 31 years old.
Hey, Dennis, he could be 31, he could be 51. He just killed his uncle, and he's holding an American hostage.
But
he acts like 31 is not old enough yet.
He means, do anyone notice he's only 30?
To know
he's only 31 IQ.
Oh, maybe that's it. But if he's only 31, maybe he doesn't know it's wrong to kill your uncle or keep people in prison or hold people hostage.
Hey, honestly, I didn't learn that until my 50s.
Dennis, let me end on this. You do have a relationship with this man. You've said it many times. We've seen it demonstrated for whatever reason.
Yes.
Are you going to take an opportunity, if you get it, to speak up for the family of Kenneth Bay and to say, let us know why this man is being held, that this is wrong, that he is sick? If you can help Dennis, will you take the opportunity?
Watch this.
Watch this.
The one thing about politics, Kenneth Bay did one thing. If you understand, I got it. If you understand what Kenneth Bay did,
Yeah.
do you understand what he did?
What did he do? You
in
tell
this
me.
country?
You tell me. What did he do?
And no, you tell me. You tell me. Why is he held captive?
They haven't
here in
released
this
any
country?
charges. They haven't
Why?
released. They haven't released any reason.
Let me do this. I would love to speak on this.
Go ahead.
You know, you got 10 guys here. 10 guys here that have left their families, left their damn families
Damn
to
family.
help this country as a sports venture. I got 10 guys.
Why is he even doing these press conferences? Just go over there and low profile. He's
I'm sure part of the deal was that, you know, these guys would get publicity.
I say it's a propaganda piece. Yeah.
Well, not even just the Koreans, but even the basketball players. They need to get their names out there so that they can get other gigs. I don't know if this is going to work out,
Fucking
but
great
I'm
clip,
sure
though.
that was part of the deal. Because he keeps mentioning he does a roll call where he mentions their names.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he told them all that they'd get their names mentioned on air.
Yeah, he's probably those guys now. I think it's dawned on them they don't want their names on the air. It's probably like, okay, you can leave me off that list, that laundry list you keep repeating.
Sure.
Now Dennis is talking about how whoever that guy is being held captive in North Korea deserves it because he did something.
Right. He says, do you know what he did? You tell me.
Yeah.
Anyone understand that?
We do, and we appreciate that, and we wish them well with cultural exchange.
No. I'm just saying. No, I don't give a rat's ass what the hell you think. I'm saying to you, look at these guys here. Look at them.
Yeah, but Dennis, don't put it on them. Don't use them as an excuse for the behavior that you're putting on yourself.
They came here.
You just basically were saying that Kenneth Bay did something wrong. We don't even know what the charges are. Don't use these guys as a shield for you, Dennis.
Listen.
Ain't no shield. I got it. Let me do this. Really, I'm going to tell you one thing. People around the world.
What? People on a roll?
No, around the world.
Oh my God.
Hey, you guys behind the mic right now, we are the guys here doing one thing. We have to go back to America and take the abuse. Do you have to take the abuse? Well, we gonna take it. Do you, sir? Let me know. If you gonna take the abuse, we gonna get it.
Wow. And you tell me he's not handsy? That is exactly.
Oh my God. You know, this guy who's being held over in North Korea, the speculation is that what he did wrong, according to Kim Jong-un, Dennis's friend, is that he had a Bible with him. And that was the problem. They don't like that. You know, for real.
Well, maybe Dennis is all about that.
I think he was leading a tour, like a tour guide in North Korea, and he had a Bible. And that's what his thing is.
And Dennis
You know.
said, do you know what this guy did?